I'm Pastor Aaron Harrison. This video is about the psychology of money mistakes. In this video, you'll learn why we make money mistakes and what we can do to avoid them. And if you watch until the end, you'll have practical strategies on building a healthier financial mindset. The truth is, companies pay billions of dollars in advertising just to trick our brains into buying something that we do not need. But by understanding the psychological biases and triggers that forces us to buy things that we do not need and make poor financial decisions, we can turn the tables and start making good and wise decisions with our money. And this is the key to financial freedom. We like to think that we are rational beings and that with the right information, we will make the right decisions. But when it comes to your finances, there are many psychological factors that even includes your emotions. Understanding your relationship with money is not just about your willpower or lack of willpower. It's about also understanding the invisible puppet strings that impact each decision that you make about your finances. So we're going to dive into the messy world of money psychology so we can find out what makes us tick. Why do we make the financial decisions that we make? And once we learn that, then we'll see how we can turn around and make better financial decisions so that we could be successful with money. Money psychology is a blend of psychology and financial behavior. It's about our beliefs, our emotions, our biases that were impacted from our childhood, how we grew up, and the information that we have. We've all been there trying to decide whether or not we're gonna make a purchase. One voice in our head telling us, get it, you deserve it, you can afford it. The other voice telling us in our head, you know you have goals, you should save it and invest in your future. Impulse buying is when you make purchases that were not pre-planned. Maybe you went to the store for one thing and ended up walking out with 10, or you were scrolling on social media and next thing you know, you have put your credit card information in to buy something. What happens is you're looking for immediate gratification. That means you have a desire for a reward, a desire to get something now. A lot of people make impulse purchases when they're trying to cope with stress or when they have negative emotions. And techniques for overcoming these impulse purchases is to be mindful about your spending. One way you can do that is to say you do not make a purchase until you think about it for at least 24 hours. Many people struggle to save consistently and they do not know why. One of the reasons that some people struggle to save money consistently is because they have optimism bias. Optimism bias is when they feel like the future is going to be great so they can spend what they have now. Maybe they're looking at a raise, a promotion, or they feel like they'll have more money in the future, or they know that they have another check coming in, so they feel like they can spend what they have. Other people can't save because they love instant gratification. Saving means that you have to wait till the future to get the reward. When you spend the money, you get instant gratification because you get the item right then and there. Strategies to go against this, or strategies so that you can save more money, is to automate your savings. Instead of you having to make the decision of whether or not you save money, every month you can make sure that money automatically goes into your savings account. Many people fall into the trap of debt. And the reason they fall into the trap of debt oftentimes is because they did not have enough financial literacy. The credit card was easily accessible. They just kept on swiping without fully thinking about how they were going to pay it off or coming up with a plan for how they were going to pay that credit card off. When they didn't have a plan or financial literacy, then they did not know how to dig themselves out of the hole. So one of the things that you can do to help you with debt in the future is to get more financial literacy and learn about interest. When you learn about how much money you have to pay in credit card debt versus how much money you would have gained if you invested your money, then it will help you to be able to make wise financial decisions. One of the biggest mistakes that people make is in investing. What people do is they put all their eggs in one basket, and they do this because they believe that they are smart, that they are intelligent, that they picked a winning stock or a winning business, that they have the answer, that they could see something that no one else can see, and because of that, that's where they place all their money. And that is a fallacy, and a lot of people end up losing a lot of money that way. Instead, what you should do is you should diversify your investment so that all your eggs are not in one basket. And the biggest reason that people make money mistakes is because they fail to plan for the future. There's a quote that says, "Those who fail to plan to fail." With that, what it means is you should always have a vision for where you are going financially. If you don't know where you're going, then you'll just spend money on whatever comes up, maybe a new shiny car because they told you that you were approved for a loan, but your vision was to get a home. And so that car just becomes a distraction. And so what you need to do is you need to write out a financial plan where you list your goals. What is it that you want to achieve? And once you list your goals, then you are able to have something that you have your eyes on. You're able to go in a certain direction and you're not just running around in circles financially. So the number one strategy to stop making your financial mistakes is getting financial literacy. Knowledge is power, and the more knowledgeable you are, the more you'll have in your toolbox to be able to pull from when you need to make financial decisions. In addition to that, you need to embrace the question why. Don't just make a purchase because you see it and it looks nice. Instead, ask, why are you making that purchase, and see if it fits with your financial goals. In addition to that, don't just buy stuff because everybody else is buying it. Make sure it lines up with what you want for your future. Another strategy is for you to plan for your future. The way that you do this is by SMART goals. SMART goals are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and they are time bound. So once you have SMART financial goals, then you can set up a budget. And a budget is the strategy that you use so that you can be able to reach your goals. Once you know the psychology behind money mistakes, then you're able to stop making them. If you want to learn more about how to make good financial decisions, then watch the videos on my channel, which are all about financial literacy.